Yes, sir. What's me right here? That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. Yes.
The ball's headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action.
Nothing more time on the base.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. On the ground, it's Lacey. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Houston going up tempo. Back to pass, it's Young. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The run inside. It's Henderson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if they can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the option, the keeper rides the back and leaves it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking for a man. It's Young. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Hands it off on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Houston wants to play fast.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They go right back to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And let's...
Got a little grass. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that. If you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and show off his speed.
Trying to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougars!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes a grab for a big play. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Vols! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Back to pass, it's Young. Fires to the wideout.
Intercepted.
Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not do this. We're going to throw it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Upstairs to make the catch. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Oh, he got it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Got a lot of room to the right. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift they can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Shows him the stiff arm. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He throws into the middle of the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with a 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball. But give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks up the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Back to throw, it's Young. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Vaughn. Running through contact. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, he found a space on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They're working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And he puts through the extra point. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making the play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Rayner. Right down the middle. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
If you're going to hit that in route against zone coverage, you're going to have to play with better timing. The quarterback needs to anticipate that throw a little bit more and get it out sooner.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Running inside, it's Lacy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Powers through the defender. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. That one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Caught over the middle, it's Alexander. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wants to go right back downfield. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking outside, it's Henderson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. 3rd and 4. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it fly. Caught. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. see. The Vols strike back with a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Houston going up tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat.
Wow.
Run deep down the right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Oh, keep on going.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his big tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to take it outside. It's Henderson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really.
Caught, and he's got room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. The run inside. It's Henderson. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Henderson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage here. Ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Young. Slings it. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah.
I'm going to use another good running back. Also, actually like it used to be with the playoffs.
What?
It's actually like it used to be with the playoffs, like you gotta win 31 games with the playoffs. It's good.
You put the salad dressing on it.
Farming. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3...
Snagged it, there's running room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Goes to the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Houston wants to play fast. The option look. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Running inside, it's Lacy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying play action. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
That's keep some salad around.
From inside the 15, here comes
I
the
actually
return.
love this salad.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a
I
big
love
return.
this salad.
They'll mark him down to the 29.
I love this salad. I'll be in the week. Some eggs, bacon bits.
He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Still on his feet at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got
Unlike how I already got people got
I
some
go back to him again, too, man. Just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not...
Intercepted, big play.
Like when you back in the day when we used to first start playing this game, everybody always end up with the same team at the beginning of the season because they only released a certain amount of players.
Looking for very first
So
pass of the
like
day
the first
gets picked off.
2 seasons, 3 seasons of the year, everybody got playing basically playing the same team. So everybody got the same players.
Throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Run in the red zone. It's Miller. He He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively and try to have success on 3rd down?
They'll run the option. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Stepping to the right. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Good play defense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turn and run downs.
On the option. He'll toss it. At the 15, he's loose. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. And the Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Get back to sleep.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Run the gun on 3rd down. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Moore. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll run it. It's Lacy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. A That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
This is really terrible. Yeah. The big head dude was really tired. I wasn't the big head dude out today, huh?
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
It's so funny to me to watch how much he learned. Especially when he comes to the cell phone.
Together a productive drive late in the half.
When you see a cell phone.
He'll start on the ground with C.J.
He's very inquisitive about it. He loves cell phones.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off for Baxter. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game.
I bet you're late.
It's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab at the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Trucks through the defender. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. off the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. The Cougars will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
He's
He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Finds his target down the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Canes want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the
go to. No. I'm just gonna take fruit and put it in the stuff.
What?
I don't know who came up with the idea. I'm just gonna take fruit and put it in the salad, put ranch dressing on it. I think it was a black person. No, I'm just wondering. Because I want who came up with it. Bad food. Bad food. I'll put the other day because we wanted to find out. She did good school over there. Just to do it. She walked across the street, peeing in people's yard. That makes sense. She got good fashion. And then she walked her back in.
And the Hurricanes ready to kick it away first.
Yeah, over the line. Over the line.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking for room. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Yeah. I want to hear about that.
Looking for the edge. It's Miller. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So
he lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29 and a solid return there. offense with jumbo personnel. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Right back to it. There's some room. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And they tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just feeds the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles. And now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll run the option. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up to get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Young. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Lacey. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Headed outside, it's Miller. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll be able to get off one more play before the quarter's end. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires left. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Throwing, Underwood. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Canes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Underwood. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Again, it's Underwood. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Complete to the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Lacy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Houston going up tempo. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for open space. It's Lacy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run.
Oh, the inside leverage.
Boy, that might be the break this defense needs right
crap,
before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Moore. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Throwing, Underwood. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Young. Here's the pressure. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Underwood rushes on him. And they got it.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Third down following the sack by the D. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. To throw, it's Underwood. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way.
You know, way.
Took care of it himself.
Wow.
Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like, second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered, doesn't force the football, and even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. There was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. He caught it.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and
this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Motion from the back. On the option. Rides the option. He keeps it. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They look finished. All the way back, and they have the lead.
Puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what we just saw in that play.
And he makes the extra point.
My last game for the man. Yeah, I'll start over again tomorrow.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. And a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets into the 39-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Throwing right. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Again, it's Underwood. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. Nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Throwing, Underwood. He's going to take off. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Big boy do it.
There he goes.
Big boy do it. No.
He's inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not
Big boy got tired.
getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Big boy got tired this season.
The big defensive lineman showing off them sweet feet. Great job scooping up the football. They cause a fumble. The big man scoops up. And you know what? You can't even tell the difference. Is that a tailback or is that a defensive lineman? That's how athletic defensive linemen are. Don't look at me like that, Jesse.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They give it to him again. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. It seems like he about to quit. Yep, there you go. All right. I'll holler at you guys in the morning. Have fun. Good. Let's get over late 27 for today. It's a very fun experience. I'm not saying go buy it, but it's not a bad trip if you do it. But it's too late. I think the deadline was the best. Like I have to wait 7 days out. It's time to buy. But I enjoyed y'all. Have a good night.